So I'm just about to film a little performance video for the end of 1 month special. It's the presentation you guys are going to see at the end of this video. And I'm just saying, since I'm getting dressed up for this, you guys better subscribe. So the day has come. It has officially been 1 month since I started playing the banjo. And today I'm going to share with you guys my journey, starting from day 0 all the way till now. So if you guys want to know how good I can play the banjo after 1 month, here's the quick answer. But I've got a whole lot more I want to talk about today. So what I want to do in this video is just share sort of the highlights and the lowlights of each week of learning to play the banjo. And then I'll follow that up with a little performance of all the songs I can play so far. And then I'll finish off the video by sharing with you guys some of my goals for the upcoming months. So I got my notes. Let's dig right into it. Well, the first week, banjo came in on February 4th, 2021. So that was exactly 1 month ago. The very first thing I did was try to tune the banjo, if it's in the right spot or if it's the wrong spot, but it definitely is out of tune. Ladies and gentlemen, we can only get better from here. That actually took a lot longer, and it was much more of a process than I was imagining it. It actually took me like a half hour to get that thing tuned. And then I stumbled across this wonderful YouTube channel. The guy who runs it goes by the name Pankey. All credit, all the things I've learned this month, I owe to that man, Pankey. He's a wonderful teacher, and I highly recommend it for any of you guys who are trying to learn how to play the banjo. So the first week I was just going through Pankey's beginner banjo lessons. I got to lesson 2 or 3. We were learning how to play Cripple Creek. Here's the low part of Cripple Creek, played at fastest speed I can. Now the high part. So after 1 week, my banjo sounded like this. Alright, so now we come to week number 2. I was basically playing Cripple Creek all week. So what I was really trying to do here in the second week was get this Cripple Creek song built into my muscle memory so that I would be able to play without having to look at my fingers. As you can see, even when I was trying to really focus on working the song into my muscle memory, I was really just focused in on these fingers. So this was something that took more than just 2 weeks to figure out. And the other thing I was focusing on was quality of the picking, not jumping too fast into the speed of the banjo, but focusing on the quality, making sure I was plucking each string as best I could. week 3 comes along. And what do we do in week 3? I decided to learn 2 new songs. I learned Boiling Cabbage Down, Take 2, and Banjo in the Hollow. I was pretty bad at both of these songs to begin with, but I just stuck with them. Again, much like the first week, I was really focusing on my muscle memory. I wanted to stop having to look at my picking fingers and start being able to almost play the banjo with my eyes closed and not have to rely on my eyeballs staring at my fingers. Week 3, I was also making some very good progress on Cripple Creek. I was starting to play it a lot faster. I had finally got it into my muscle memory to the point where I was able to play it fast without having to look at my fingers. So the metronome was very helpful for being able to track my progress with real numbers. And I was also able to develop a better muscle memory with the correct timing built into it. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to my final week, week number 4. So what I did here was really take a step back from my speed and start fixing my technique a little bit. Because what I noticed was my technique was starting to slack off a bit, and I was starting to rush a little too much in trying to play songs faster and not focusing enough on quality. So what you might be able to see is that I would play the banjo, basically, you play with these 3 fingers, and how I was positioning them was basically all lined up with each other. My fingers would interfere with each other. It was limiting how fast I could play and how consistently I could hit the right strings. To fix that, what I did is started to stagger my fingers. Both my fingers and my thumb occupy a different column on the strings. So my middle finger has this column set aside for it. My index finger plays along this column. My thumb plays in this area. So now, with this new technique, my fingers wouldn't interfere with each other, and I'd be able to start playing faster and being more precise with my picking. Although this was a bit tough because I had to sort of step back my speed, have a little less fun for a couple days while I would start to try and learn this new technique. But upgrading technique always comes with upgrading speed in the long run. So at the end of the week, I finally saw the progress I was hoping for, and sure enough, my new technique allowed me to play a whole lot faster. I could actually play at 210 beats per minute, and I measured Earl Scruggs' recording to be at around 250. So at this point I was starting to get real excited. Also in week 4, I decided to upgrade my picks. Is the picks that came with the banjo. Like the thumb pick, it's made out of metal and it's so long I couldn't even use it. So I used that for about a day before I gave up on it, and I found this green thumb pick just lying around the house. So these are what I was using for the first 3 weeks that I decided it's time to upgrade. These are Nationals. I just bought them on Amazon. You know, I really did not expect them to make too much of a difference on my banjo, but let me tell you, and this is with no exaggeration, these picks made me so much better at playing the banjo. The difference was almost instantaneous. I'm going from those cheap, flimsy picks to these real Nationals picks. I'm telling you, the difference is definitely worth it. I paid like $15. These cheap ones, they have quite a sharp edge, so they would catch onto the edge of the string. It's just hard to play them smoothly, whereas the Nationals, they got a smooth end to them, and that translated directly into playing the strings a whole lot more smoothly. Oh yeah, and also in week 4, I decided to learn Foggy Mountain Breakdown. So, all in all, I really enjoyed my month of playing the banjo. I practiced for, I'd say, an hour to an hour and a half a day on average. I'd get home from work at around 5, eat a quick supper, and just play the banjo. I just had lots of motivation. I had a great teacher, Jim Pankey, some wonderful lessons, and I was just really motivated to learn. So with that, I really saw some good progress. And like I promised, here's a little performance of all the songs I learned within 1 month. Please enjoy. Now, just before I end this video, I need to document some of my goals for the near future. So going forward, one big goal is to be able to play Cripple Creek with the recording of Earl Scruggs. So I just got to focus a little bit more on speed, a lot more on technique and quality, and I'll be there soon. My second goal is to learn the endings to the songs. As you can see, really I was just playing like the middle, high parts and low parts, and I haven't learned any endings to the songs, like the parts where they, you know, run up the neck and just do some the fancy little lick at the end. So I want to learn a couple of those just to spice up my songs. And a long-term goal of mine, although I'm not sure how long-term this is going to be, I really want to learn how to play the Flint Hill Special. It's a song I find fun. I always listen to other people on YouTube playing it, and it's just really one I really want to learn. So as soon as I'm able to keep up with a couple of lessons that there are on YouTube, I want to hopefully learn that song within the next couple months. And then finally, just a general goal is just to keep making progress and keep tracking my progress on the banjo. Anyways, you'll be sure I'll keep uploading videos on YouTube, showing you guys my progress, little updates on songs, a few new tips and tricks I'm learning. So I would really appreciate it if you guys could show your support. It'd be really nice to see some of you guys' comments. If you guys just want to say hi, that's fine. If you want to tell me where you guys are on your banjo journey, that'd be pretty nice to hear, and we can get a discussion going in the comments below. So anyways, that's going to be it for today's 1 month celebration video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys maybe found a little bit of inspiration from my story here. And all I can say is stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.